Alright, y'all. What's up? It's your boy, Three Sword Style here. Back at it again with another video, and today, we're gonna be doing another One Piece Devil Fruit discussion. And yeah, and it's gonna be on Bari Bari on me. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright then, the Bari Bari on me, or better known as the Bari Bari fruit. It is a paramecia type devil fruit that allows the user to generate barriers for defending or striking with at will. And what I mean by this is that you can defend with the barriers, but you can also strike with the barriers too. So yep. And then like the strength of the fruit, this fruit actually has a lot of strengths for some weird reason, but like the user can make the barriers invisible. And this right here is like, this is like very godly, because like you can use this like in a fight, especially if like the opponent don't know that you got a devil fruit. Just imagine if the opponent tries to hit you and then he didn't know you had a devil fruit, and you made your barrier invisible, he just set it in front of you. Then like that'll give you the advantage, because they don't know what type of devil fruit you got unless you reveal it to them or they know about it. And yep. And then another one is that the barrier seems to have no limits. And what I mean by that, nigga, can I fight for like in the show, like in like the manga, we seen this fruit, and like we seen like the amount of damage it was taking, like, and like none of the, like it wasn't breaking. And like I think like, in my opinion, I think like you really can't break the barrier. You just want to outspeed the barrier. So like people probably get mad at me for this, but like, you know, like Luffy King Kong gun, like I think Bartholomew can like block.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop.
But like if Luffy went like Bowman, he probably can outspeed Bartholomew, like his reaction speed, so he probably can outspeed him and end up beating him like that. I think you actually can't beat the, like, I think you can't actually like break the barrier, in my opinion, though. But yeah, another one is the barrier can also be used for offensive purposes. So like he can like Bartholomew, he can like always like attack you with the barriers, cause like, okay, first he can like push the barriers towards you if he wanted to, like at real fast speeds. So just imagine a big wall being invisible coming at you full speed. And nigga, can I fight for that? It can be used as that. He can also like, he don't have to use armament hockey, he can use his shield, cause like he can make his fist, like he can make a ball around his fist and punch you with his barrier that probably be like the same as armament hockey. So yep. And then like it's a few other ways he can attack you with, but like, yeah. And then another one is the barriers can deflect forces. So like if you attack him, he can reflect like most attacks. He can reflect like every attack that you throw at him. So like I said, like obviously the barrier can block the attacks, but being able to deflect the attacks back at you is like, that's like a very good thing. Like that's very OP. Excuse me. And then another one is the barriers can also be formed into solid constructions. And what I mean by this is like he can make stairs. He can make like, just imagine like he was about to he can make like a hammer or something. He can make like different little tight, like it's not very complex structures, but he can make like little small constructions that's used for different stuff. And he can make that from his barrier. It's like he used this ability when he was trying to help Robin, and he made a thing of stairs. So like that's like a very good thing, because like this like improve like your chances in helping your allies and stuff. And yep. And then another one is the berry can also like take many shapes. Like I just said with the other one, it's really the same. Like the berry can take like a bunch of different shapes. And then the user can also reshape the barrier after it's deployed. So like if he put a wall in front of him and then like you try to attack him from behind, he can make the barrier switch and go behind him, like make it into like a U or something to block him from like blocking you hitting him. And and like that's like a very OP thing, cause like I get if like you put a limit on his abilities to the point where like he can like make the barriers, but he like once he make that shape, he cannot reform the barriers, but he can actually just reform the barriers at will if he want to. And that's pretty much it for like the strengths of the fruit. And then we got like the weaknesses. The first weaknesses is the barrier is not soundproof. Like that, like it's, you probably think it's not a big thing, but like with Bartholomew personality and like certain different stuff, it's kind of important. Cause like just imagine if like one of the like somebody had this fruit and like they was easily ticked off by somebody, and you send in your barrier and they trying to attack you, but then they start talking stuff about you, like the one way I could have think of somebody got Bartholomew, they'd be like, Luffy not gonna be Pirate King. Then Bartholomew, he'd put down his shield and try to attack, and then that obviously gonna put him at a disadvantage, so they end up beating him. So like that's like one big problem with it. But like not everybody really gonna try to like use this attack, like this thing against you. Like it just depends on if they know your personality and stuff. And and then another one is that the user also has to keep his fingers crossed. Like I said, like since it's not soundproof, somebody can trick you to end up uncrossing your fingers, or it's just kind of hard because like I said, like when he was using this for offensive capabilities, he like made the ball, but he got to keep his other hand, he got to keep it into crossed, so he can't use that for defending himself. So that's like a big downfall for this fruit. And then the user can also only keep one barrier up. Like if the user can keep up more barriers, it'll be very OP, but he only can keep one barrier out at a time. And then like the barriers, like they have like a certain area they coverage. Like they don't coverage like large areas, so like it's kind of like very like this right here, like it's very like holding the fruit back in my opinion. But like and then the barriers can also be moved by outside forces. Like what I mean by this is like just imagine Bartholomew, he was like going up against the dude that can swim in the ground. I don't know his name. I'm pretty sure I know about him. But like he could like just imagine Bartholomew put like a barrier around himself. The dude can swim under and grab Bartholomew's feet and trap him in the ground. Or like when like Bartholomew tried to guard against the bird cage was pushing him, but like he wasn't breaking his barrier, it was pushing him. So like this that can be used as a they can be like a big disadvantage for him. It's like just imagine like you like make your barrier into a big old circle, and you sitting there, somebody like can probably either pull the barrier up from under the ground, and then they can like just throw you or something. It's just like a lot of things they can do with that. And then let me see, that's and then like one of the biggest flaws I think is like speed, cause like I think the only way you really can beat this type of devil fruit is to outspeed the user. And in my opinion, like I said, like I already talked about Gear Forth and like Luffy going up against Bartholomew, but like this right here, like holding the fruit back from being like just the most OP fruit ever, because like most characters, like most high tier characters, gonna outspeed him and outclass him completely. But like somebody like Doflamingo probably would have outspeed Bartholomew, but Bartholomew probably can guard against his attacks. But if like Doflamingo can outspeed him and he got better observation hockey, then you practically done for. So I think like that's right there, like that's a big weakness for this devil fruit. And then the user can also like you just gotta also move the barriers. Like if you want to attack somebody, you gotta move the barrier out the way so you can attack. Your body just don't go through the barrier and you can attack. You actually gotta move the barrier out your way so you can attack. And this right here, like I said, if you outspeeding your opponent, then your opponent gotta attack you somehow, and then like you gotta move the barrier out your way, because if you hit the barrier, it's obviously gonna hurt you. So you move the barrier, then they can use that for, they can use it like that's like the opening in your defense, and they can use it as an advantage to beat you. And that's why I think like that's right there, like that's like holding this fruit back, like just that right there. And then like it got like the standard devil fruit weaknesses. You already know, water, and yeah, and that's pretty much it for that part. Then the usage of this fruit, we got just the regular barrier where Bartolomeo just put up a regular barrier. Then we got barrier crash, and this is where like he like make the barrier invisible, and then he like pushes it towards like his opponent, and the opponent don't see it coming, so the opponent gonna get hit. And then they got the barrier bull. It's like practically the same attack, but it's like he just like forcing everything out his way. And then we got the barrier ability. I don't know, like that's how you say it, but like this is where like I said, he formed, like he create little small structures with his barriers, like he can create stairs and stuff like that. And then we got the Bari Bari no pistol, and this is where he copied Luffy ability, and like he like put like I said, when he was attacking, he put the barrier around his hand, and then he attack you. That's why he call it the cause you know the Gomu no pistol. So like that's why he named it after that, really, the naming scheme. And then like potentials and awakenings for this fruit is like, let me see, it's like a lot you can do with this fruit if you like. I think if you trained with the fruit, like one thing is like, if I could think of like some potentials, like if you train with this fruit, I can like, you probably can like create more complex structures. And what I mean by this is like, just imagine Bartolomeo creating like probably like a boat. I think he could create a boat, but like just imagine him creating a boat, a gun, a sword, like a more complex structure out of his barrier. Just imagine he created a sword out of his barrier. That'd be OP. So like him creating like more complex structures to be like a very good thing for this fruit. And then also like making the barriers bigger, and this right here help solve that problem that he only can put one barrier out at a time, and it only can cover so much area. So like if he can make them bigger, then that wouldn't be that problem would really be a problem. And then another thing is creating more barriers. If you train with it, I think he probably can get up to like he probably create more barriers. Like just imagine him creating 2 barriers, then he can do twice as much. But his mind probably had to put more work into controlling both of them at the same time. But that'll be real good. And then one more thing is being able to use hockey with the barriers. And the only way I can see this happening is when like I said, when he did the Bari Bari no pistol, like he like wrapped the barrier around his hand. Just imagine arming hockey it up too, so it'd be twice as stronger and harder. And but like that's the only way I can see him using hockey with this ability. And then if his observation hockey was actually like very OP. Just imagine if he had caught a Curie observation hockey where he can see a few seconds into the future, that nobody will be able to speed blitz him with his barrier, because he can just reshape his barrier because he can see into the future. So if he got his observation hockey up to the point where he can like just see like, or just predict like what the opponent gonna do ahead of time, then he can reshape his barrier. Then he can practically be like, it'll be like the defense for this fruit would be a 10 out of 10. It would be even farther than that, because I think the fruit already got a 10 out of 10 for defense, but it'll be even better than that. But like, yeah. And then an awakening for this fruit is probably like you probably can turn things around you into barriers. Like just imagine he about to get attacked and then he turn a building into a barrier, and then he'll be able to reshape the building until you want to reshape it into, or make the ground into a barrier. And like I can see this happening, but at the same time I can't, cause like that'd be kind of be like kind of stupid for this type of devil fruit where you can create your own barriers. It wouldn't make sense, but like if we went back to Doflamingo fruit, we'd be like, this kind of don't make sense, but at the same time it did, because you know he can make the ground into barriers, so he can make the ground into screens, so obviously he can make bigger screens. And yep. And then another one is being able to like make more barriers. Like this could be like a awakening for you, for like Bartholomew. If he do awaken it, he can like be able to create like 4 or 5 barriers, or even a second one. That'll be good enough. And yep, like that'll be like very OP. And then another one is like he won't have to cross his fingers no more. And like this right here, I think that's like hold the user back like so many, like this hold the user back like so far with him having to cross his fingers. Because like I said, your opponent can trick you to uncross your fingers, or like if you're trying to attack, you got to keep your fingers crossed. And it's kind of like annoying, but at the same time I can see this actually being an advantage too. Because like when you cross your fingers and you like, you know, you gotta attack somebody, just let go your fingers and then you boom hit them, and you can make your reaction speed like way quicker with that. But at the same time, if he didn't have to cross his fingers, then it'd be like just 10 times better and faster. And that's pretty much it for the awakenings and potential of this fruit. And then if I had to rate this fruit, I'd give it a 7.7 out of 10. And this right here, like this is actually high for a devil fruit, because usually most devil fruits get like a 6, or we get like a 3 through a 6, the average devil fruit. And then if you get like, okay, I put it to 3 to 7, that's like the average devil fruit rate. And then if you can get an 8, then if you get an 8 or a 9, it's above average. And then if you get a 10, I mean your fruit is like godly. That's the only way I give you that high of fruit. But like there's like no fruits out there that probably can like score a 10 out of 10 for me, in my opinion. But like I give it a 7.7 for offense. I got it a 7 because you know, you can attack with it, but it's not like the best thing. It's like not the best way to attack. You probably just can use your regular ornament hockey instead of using a barrier to attack, really, if you think about it. And then defense, like I said, I got a defense of 10 because like it's the perfect defense. And then only thing that, like I said, that really can break this defense is you being outspeed. Somebody speed blitz you. That's the only way they really can like tear your defense down and break it into pieces. And then the everyday use of this ability, I gave it a 6. I should, like me making a video now, I should have probably gave it like an 8, because like I said, he can make like structures with his ability, so they can probably like make this fruit even better. So I'll probably go back and check it, and I'll probably put the score up on the screen of what I actually gave the fruit. It probably end up getting an 8, and I think this fruit is above average, in my opinion, because I think this fruit is like, with the offensive capabilities and stuff like that, and the defensive capabilities, I think this fruit is like way leagues ahead of most fruits, and it's my opinion though. And then your allies benefit, I gave it an 8 for that, because like you can practically protect all your allies from most attacks. Like I said, you probably can attack, like only reason why I gave it an 8 is because you only can like really protect like 1 or 2 or 3 at like 3 at max. You really can't protect you can only put out 1 barrier, so you can't protect like your whole crew with that look like with the small barrier he got. Like if he put the barrier into a circle, it'd probably be like 3 people at max and be able to fit inside of it. And yep, and like I said, like that's pretty much it for that part, the rating part. And then like I said, like I like the devil fruit. It was cool, you know. And I like Bartholomew too. And yeah, the fruit is very overpowered. Yep. But like I said, it's your boy 3 Short Style, and you already know, hit the like if you liked it, and then like go to the comments, give me your opinion about the fruit, tell me if it's good or bad, and yeah, hit the notification button and subscribe. And it's your boy 3 Source Style, and I'm out.
She says trap music, bitch.
To the tune till I'm dead. No one will